Hello everyone, my name is Unemployed Dev and welcome back to the dev series of my game. Today I will be showing some things I added to the game and I will try to explain how some of these things work in my game. It's just spaghetti code, so it's not going to be easy. So, the first thing I added is the credit systems for the player. My solution is a little bit weird, but it works. It was 3 in the morning, so I wasn't really thinking at my full potential. There is only one script that contains all the necessary stuff for the money system to work. This script handles the UI and the balance of the player. Here, I made 3 public functions to be accessed through any other script in the game. But wait, you might be asking, what is a script? Well, it's where the code is. You can attach scripts to objects to control their behavior, so it's like you make them follow a movie script, therefore the name. I just made that up, but it feels right. So these functions are credits. When you call this from another script, it returns the current credits the player has. Right now, I don't use this anywhere else in the game, but I think it will be important. Probably. Next two functions are actually very dumb, because there could be just one. But as I said, I'm also very dumb. So I'm leaving it like this, for now. Give credits gives credits to the player, as the name suggests, and the second one, take credits, takes credits from the player and says if the player had enough money or not to pay. If not, then the player doesn't lose any money, so you can't be in debt. So why did I say these two could be just one? Because you can give a negative amount of money to the player, so this is just redundant and useless. And I'm going to fix it right now. Done. The new all-in-one function does all the same as the past two. Prevents you from going in debt and changes your money correctly. There is one more function in this script that no one else in the game is meant to use. This is a private function and manages the credits UI. So whenever it's needed to display a change on the screen, this is what you call. Right now, it's so simple, there is almost no point in having a separate function for this. You could just copy paste the one line it has in the other function where it's used, but as the game will get more complex, I suppose the UI will need more than just changing the text. For example, playing animation or changing the color or whatever. So by having this part separated, I can make the changes here without having to do it everywhere. And the other thing I add to the game is an item, a really stupid item that for some reason I thought it was a good idea. This item rewards you for being ass at the game. Boosts your damage temporarily by missing shots. You might ask, why? This doesn't make it easier? Well, yes and no. At the beginning, where there are like two enemies on the screen, yes, it's really easy to stack damage boost. But at the mid-end game, it isn't easy to miss shots when the entire screen is covered in enemies. Everywhere you shoot, you will hit something. This stupid concept was almost impossible to add to the game the way I used to do things. Because what I did previously was to manually link all scripts together to get the function I wanted to be used from another script. But for this item, I needed the bullets to get linked to the script in real time. And that doesn't sound good, alright? Because what if you have a bajillion bullets in the screen? You shouldn't be linking all of them to the same script in real time. It's going to be a mess. So thank God for doom scrolling, because the answer to this literally came to me on Instagram Reels. I wasn't even looking for it, but there it was. In my worst moment, Instagram saved me. It showed me the basics of Unity events. This changed everything. Revolutionary. The events are a thing that you call from anywhere at any time and will execute anything you want. Unlike my older method, which required a reference to the script where the function was, which was very annoying to do for this, because each bullet would have to search for the script on the player that manages all this stuff, and then call a function in there, which sounds very unoptimized and hard to maintain. But the events are the same but different. Let me explain. You see, you can create a script that exists everywhere and nowhere at the same time, because it doesn't have to be attached to any object in the game for it to work. It's a static script, a constant across all scenes in the game. So in this script, I created these events. The names are pretty self-explanatory. The actions are what, well, contain all the actions to be done when something happens, and the static voids are what is called to start these actions. But how does this game know what actions have to be done when called? Let's go to the item manager for an example. Here I have this function named misshot that increases the bonus damage the item gives and sets a timer to clear it when it ends. Down here in the awake, we see this player events dot on misshot plus equals misshot. What does this mean? How are we making a sum with a function to an action type? This is the way in Unity you add functions to executing these actions. Now, whenever the public void misshot is called anywhere in the game, this function will be executed along all other functions stacked in there without the need of connecting all scripts in between to make it work. So this is it. Hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully understood something of what I tried to explain. Or maybe it's better if not, because I don't really understand it either. As always, thank you so much for watching, have a nice day, and all the links to the game in the description.